You know, when you're not supposed to be calling until someone get a regular speech to one, give it a call.
Correct.
No, you don't want to teach you about it.
You need So are we ready? Tidak nani. Oh, come on. One second, and then.
How is this?
I can check the
January.
January 20.
This is the last one.
No, what we are talking about here is in the year 25.
The year ending 25.
January, December. But I'm too glad to watch. Huh? One night. Message. Sound. Sound. Sound, right? Can I speak from here and do it for tea?
Yes. You can use that, but still.
Okay. Testing. Hello. Okay, thank you. Members of Ngere High School Alumni Association, invited guests and officials, good afternoon. I take this opportunity to welcome you to the annual general meeting, which is taking place today, 25th of April 2026. Before we go far, I request for Mr. Jim Ochieng to lead us in opening prayers.
Let us believe and pray. Dear Lord, we are here before you this 25th April of 2026 to have our AGM of Ngere Alumni. We call upon you to be present here and guide us throughout the meeting. That Lord, those of us will be attending virtually, bless them wherever they are, let them participate, because this is something that can only thrive through participation. And for those of us who are still on the way, we beg you that you give them journey rush to come and join us. I pray this, Lord, believing and trusting in your Son Jesus Christ, Lord. Amen.
Thank you very much for the prayers. Appreciate that we are almost 4 hours late from the planned time for the meeting, so we will have to really manage time and be strict with our deliberations. The next agenda item is to request the Secretary General to read us the notice convening the meeting.
Thank you. Thank you very much, the Chairman. And good afternoon all. Good afternoon to you. I read the notice to convene the 2025 Annual General Meeting, AGM. To all Ngere High School alumni, you are cordially invited to the 2025 Annual General Meeting, AGM, as follows. Date 25th April 2026, which is today. Time 9:30 a.m. We are already late. Venue Ngere High School, which was later changed to Abala Center. Agenda: opening prayers, reading and adoption of minutes of the previous AGM. Number 3, matters arising from the minutes. Number 4, chairman's report. Number 5, reaction to the chairman's report. Number 6, financial reports. Number 7, any other business. Number 8, closing prayers. All alumni members are invited to attend physically or virtually via the online platform link, which was already shared. By order of the Executive Committee, signed Captain Apollo Odera, National Secretary General, Ngere High School Alumni Association, NHSAA, dated 2nd April 2026. End of the notice. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Now you will appreciate that the meeting was supposed to start at 9:30 a.m. and we are at 13:30. So we request for a proposed and a seconder for the adjournment of the timing, so that we put in a record that the meeting began at 13:30. I believe our members who are virtual are equally with us. Thank you. Yes, Mr. Shumishin has proposed adjournment, and the Vice Chair has seconded. So thank you. So the meeting is up to now. So far the meeting is valid. We are moving to confirmation of a quorum, and I'd invite the Secretary to take us through this. Okay. Thank you. On the confirmation of quorum, I'm informed that the 7 members are here physically. We have 11 apologies, and how many virtual? 10. Attending the meeting virtually. So that comes to 28 members. Yes, so our patron is admitted, as we are talking, he's admitted at Nairobi Hospital. He had acute pneumonia. I was with him yesterday at the hospital. He passes regards to the members. He said he could listen, he could attend virtually if possible. Thank you. So let's pray for his quick recovery. So whoever's in Nairobi, you can check on him at Francis Ward. Francis Ward, bed number 10. Thank you.
You can also see the names. Now get to me. Can somebody confirm? Those joining us virtually?
You are off. We didn't get you clearly.
Are you getting me right now? Are you able to get me right now?
Yes, we are now getting him.
Yeah, so do I start again or I continue from minute 1? Minute 1:01, 2025 was called to order. After the members had exchanged greetings, they took their seats and the he asked the meeting to propose for variation of the time schedule from the initial notice time of 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. The proposer was CPA Philemon Ongonga and was seconded by Mr. Henry Ngere Makoti. Minute 2/1, 2025, prayer and introductions. The meeting was opened by word of prayer from Dr. Ezekiel Nyangia. The chairman then opened the floor for every alumnus present to make brief introduction of themselves. Minute 3/1, 2025. The Secretary General read out the apologies recorded before the commencement of the meeting. Are we together so far?
Yeah, we are getting you.
Thank you. Minute 4/1/2025, review and adoption of the association's amended constitution. It was reported that the draft Ngere High School Alumni Association amended constitution had been prepared and shared by the subcommittee on constitution review. Members, having confirmed that they had sufficient time to review the draft Alumni Association constitution before the meeting, the amended constitution was unanimously adopted without any amendments. Minute 5/1/2025, reading of minutes of the previous meeting. The Secretary General took the members through the minutes of the previous meeting, which were then adopted and as proposed by Dr. Ezekiel Nyangia and seconded by Mr. Cleophas Osambo. Minute 6/1/2025, matters arising. There were no matters arising from all the items recorded in the previous meeting, prompting the meeting to proceed to the next agenda of the day. Are we together so far?
Yeah.
Are you getting me?
We are okay.
Thank
We
you.
are getting you.
Thank you. Minute 7/1/2025, Chairman's speech. The chairman welcomed all the participants to the Ngere High School Alumni Association to the AGM. He then took the members through the history of the NHSSA, after which he introduced the executive committee. The chairman appreciated the continued support of the members, which enabled the Alumni Association to pursue its objectives. In his report, he highlighted that due to unavoidable circumstances, the Alumni Association was unable to accomplish any projects for the school in the year ended. He appreciated the EXCO members for their tremendous contribution in service to the association. Then welcomed all to the meeting and asked the Secretary General to put the meeting through the minutes of the previous meeting. The chairman, on behalf of the association, thanked the school administration for partnering with alumni and pledged to continue working with them for the benefit of the school. Minute 08/1/2025, financial report. The treasurer extended his gratitude to the members present and proceeded to present the financial report, which he outlined in 2 segments. The treasurer's report and the financial report for the year ended 31st December 2024 are shown here under. Highlights of the treasurer's report. A, subscriptions, B, activities during the year under review, C, amnesties. The report was proposed by Engineer John Omindo and seconded by CPA Philemon Ongonga. The chairman thanked the treasurer for the elaborate report and opened the floor for members to react to the report. Members' reactions. Engineer John Omindo queried why there was no support to the school that year. In his response, the treasurer said that there was no activity during the year and assured the members that the matter would be addressed at another platform. Dr. Ezekiel Nyangia emphasized on the need of members' contributions regular updates, which he said would be encouraging to those who in some way would lag behind due to unavailability of information about their status. Minute 09/01/2025, nomination and elections of new alumni office bearers. In observation of the protocols, the patron introduced and welcomed the representative of the elections committee, who was also the returning officer for the day, Mr. Moses Ongombe. The returning officer reported that the committee had received applications and proposed names, adding that the candidates had been identified. He informed the members that invitations for application for the executive committee members was sent out to the alumni in good time. He therefore declared the following positions as vacant in line with the new constitution. Number 1, chairman. Number 2, vice chairman. Number 3, secretary general. Number 4, assistant secretary general. Number 5, treasurer. Number 6, organizing secretary. Number 7, 3 committee members. He also reported that one contestant for the position of the chairmanship had withdrawn his bid. The returning officer reminded the members that only those paid up would be eligible to vote. Since the number of positions and those who had been proposed against each were the same, the returning officer moved a motion declaring the candidates elected unopposed. The following office bearers and committee members were elected to serve until the next election as exposed in the new constitution. Number 1, chairman, CPA Matthews Adera Gonga. Number 2, vice chairman, Nehemiah Ajwang. Number 3, secretary general, Apollo Owino Odera. Number 4, assistant secretary general, Vincent Kalo. Number 5, treasurer, CPA Philemon Ongonga. Number 6, organizing secretary, Mr. Francis Suma. Number 7, committee members, Kenneth Ochola, Dr. Peter Hayombe Sipul, and Cleophas Osambu. The members so elected all accepted their appointments and promised to serve diligently during their tenure. The chairman-elect, CPA Matthews Adera, invited all those new elected executive committee members to make few remarks. He wound up by assuring the alumni members that his executive committee would be practical and would engage all the members of the alumni in aspiration of growth. He added that further communication on this roadmap would be made in due course. Minute number 10/01/2025. AOB, adjournment and prayers. There being no other business, the meeting was adjourned at 3:23 p.m. by a word of prayer from Dr. Ezekiel Nyangia. Signed and prepared by Tom Opole, Secretary General, approved by Joseph Ochieng, National Chairman. End of the minutes. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Secretary, for taking us through the minutes of the last AGM. Now, having read the minutes, we need to have them adopted before we go to matters arising. So for adoption, we need a proposer and a seconder. Proposer, Tom Yauke. Thank you, Tom. Seconder for the members who are virtual. We also want your participation. You can also second because you're attending the meeting.
I second.
Thank you, Vincent. So the minutes have been adopted. We are now going to the matters arising. We want to go page by page. That's from the ExCom. Then, if a member also has anything to say on the matters arising, you will have the opportunity. Page one. Page one is on attendance. So there's no matter arising there. Page two. There's no matter arising on page two. Is just the agenda items. Page 3. On page 3, minutes number 0401-2025, the new constitution was adopted, and we want to report that the registration of the amended constitution with the registered societies is in process. It has not been concluded, but it is at the tail end. Yes, Mr. Chair.
Just to request that we remove the last two words. It's not a matter arising.
Is it okay?
Requesting that it was a typographical error. We remove the last two words.
That's okay.
After being.
After being, okay. There's a correction. So, thank you, Chair Emeritus. Page 4. There's no matter arising on page 4, but I beg to be corrected because of any omission. Yes.
This is Jim, on minute 8. The updates have not been as regular as was agreed upon. The updates on members' contribution. Was it meant to be quarterly or semi-annually or monthly? Personally, I did see one until towards the end of the year. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And I want to confirm that we, as ESCOM, we have been trying to share the financial reports, the member performances. However, there's one challenge. The one challenge we have is that we are in the office, but we still don't have access to the records, to the bank account. So we have to request from the previous, the account signatories to send it to us. That is why the frequency is low, but then we'll be sending. I normally see them on the wall. Then the frequency is low. So we expect once we are onboarded as signatories, it will improve. Thank you. Any other arising on page 4?
I want to inform the meeting that I've delegated myself for that work. Once the new office wants a bank statement, I will provide it as quick as yesterday.
Thank you very much for your selflessness, Chair Emeritus. We love together. Page 5. There's no matter that's on page 5. The last page.
Chair, hand is on. Hand
Yes.
is raised.
Chair.
Yes, go ahead.
Hello, Chair. I'm sorry, I don't know the page. I don't know the page because I don't have a copy of the minutes, but my point is we didn't have activity in 2024 that reported the minutes. I'm also not seeing activity in 2025, or if there is, probably I need to be reminded. And seemingly 2026, where we are now, if not for Ngere at 60, I'm not seeing any other activities that are being planned. So seemingly, we need to plan for these activities to actually occur. So I'm not sure whether the report will say that 2025 we had an achievement, because the minutes reporting how 2024 didn't, and probably the way things are for 2026. Let's do something so that we do not just say a whole year goes without any activity that we do for the school. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. for that comment. Yeah, we wish to confirm that we've not had activities for the two succeeding years, sorry, for the two preceding years. And the discussion with 2026 is part of today's agenda item. So we'll come to that at the right time when I'll be giving my speech. Kindly, just a reminder, for those who are contributing virtually, you give your name for purposes of recording. You state your name, then you continue speaking. Any other person? Page 5? Yes? Is somebody trying to speak virtually? Page
Yes,
6.
go ahead.
Yes, Chairman. I just wanted to say, probably I thought I was already acknowledged by appointing me to speak. Just wanted to say that I was the one who spoke, Peter Alumni.
Yeah, we know your voice. So, members,
Thank you.
that is what we had on agenda matters arising. Yes. Yeah. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, for page 6.
Thank you, Chair. For page 6, about actually it starts from page 5, about the elections. I think there's a section that also captured the chapter representatives into the EXCOM. So the list we have there ends at 7, which is committee members. But you remember, by the time we were doing the polling, the AGM, the chapters had not had theirs. And so after that, they brought in the members to fill those places. So what we have here is not the complete of this. I think it can be corrected. We have chapter representatives to the executive.
Actually, that is a correction. That is a correction in the minutes. There were vacancies for chapter reps, However, the substantive of his orders had not been, the officers had not been filled, but the vacancies were declared. Is anybody with a comment or a matter arising before we close? So, thank you. The next agenda item is the chairman's report. Are you able to stream it? I'm going to read my speech. Chairman's report to the 5th April 2026, Ngere High School Alumni Association for the period January to December 2025. Distinguished alumni, respected teachers, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and privilege to present the chairman's report of the Ngere High School Alumni for the period January to December 2025, marking our first year in office. When we assumed leadership, we made a deliberate commitment to establish a lean, efficient, and results-oriented committee structure. Our intention was clear: to move the association from discussions and good intentions into structured action, measurable impact, and long-term sustainability. At the center of our agenda was a shift in approach from short-term bursary support to a more sustainable and transformative model through the establishment of an endowment fund. This remains our flagship project. Our vision is to create a dependable pool of resources that brings together young alumni, senior alumni, well-wishers, corporate partners, and other stakeholders in support of needy and deserving students. To support this vision, we constituted 3 key committees. 1, Fundraising and Stakeholder Engagement Committee. 2, Mentorship and Career Guidance. And 3, Welfare Committee. Each committee was expected to develop practical work plans and mobilize members, report back for coordination and alignment. However, fellow alumni, allow me to speak candidly. Our overall performance during the year under review did not fully meet our expectations. While we succeeded in establishing structures, we did not translate those structures into the level of activity, visibility, and impact that we had hoped for. This is a reality we must acknowledge honestly, not as a reason for discouragement, but as a necessary moment of reflection. Institutions grow stronger when they are honest about their shortcomings and deliberate about correcting them. That said, we did make meaningful progress. One of our most impactful engagement was with the 2025 Form 4 candidates during their examination period. As alumni, we stood with them by providing each candidate with a loaf of bread and offering career guidance talks. Although this may have appeared to be a modest gesture, it carried a powerful message that the students are not alone, and that a community of former students stands behind them. I'm also pleased to report that the Welfare Committee continued to perform steadily. During the year, the committee supported 4 bereavement families. In keeping with principles of accountability and fairness, some applications were declined for non-compliance with the existing guidelines. I commend the Welfare Committee for its continued service and encourage it to review its bylaws so that they remain responsive to emerging realities, especially around eligibility, member participation, and support thresholds. I'm aware that plans are underway to hold a town hall meeting, and I welcome this as an important step towards inclusivity, transparency, and broader member engagement. On the financial front, our association remains heavily dependent on member subscriptions. Unfortunately, remittance levels have remained low. A total of 56,000 was realized, And this, if it's annualized, because annual subscription is 1,200, you divide 56 by 1,200, it comes to around 46.6 members. But since human being cannot be decimalized, you do a full. So we talk about only 46 members paid their annual subscriptions effectively, out of a total of 151 members, and this is gotten from the fully registered ward. So if you look at 151 members should give us 181,000 in a year. I therefore appeal to every alumnus and alumna to honor the agreed contribution of 100 shillings per month. It is modest amount at individual level, but if embraced collectively, it can become a powerful instrument for change. We did not have any project activity in the year 2025. It is our hope that year 2026 we will make an impression. Therefore, the only expenditure we had in the year was the annual general meeting that cost us 61,000, which was funded by subscriptions and donations. The finance report has the details. Looking ahead, we have a major milestone before us, Ngere at 60. This is not merely a celebration. It is an historic opportunity to reposition our institution, reconnect with alumni across generations, and mobilize resources, and strengthen partnerships for the long-term benefit of the school. We are actively exploring partnerships with potential corporate sponsors and donors, including Safaricom and other institutions, to support our key programs, particularly the proposed endowment fund. We also intend to deepen our engagement with students through academic support and mentorship. Particular attention should be given to subjects such as mathematics, where focused alumni-supported interventions can make a real difference in performance and confidence. I'm delighted to know that the year 2025 candidates performed well in their national examination. 235 out of 247 students scored C+ and above. This achievement is a testament to the commitment, discipline, and hard work of the students, teachers, and the school leadership. As a gesture of appreciation, the association shall host our teachers for a luncheon on Saturday, 2nd May 2026. This will be our way of saying thank you for dedication and impact. In the same year, members, we also had a fair share of the challenges. I've mentioned a few, but I'm going to emphasize on them. The first challenge we had, change of signatories at the registered societies. We have endeavored, we have gone round several times to the registrar. They keep on changing the requirements. And one key distraction we had is that we do our meetings both virtually and physically. So at one point, they asked us to get members who attended virtually to sign. And they want the original attendance sheet, not even photocopy, not even PDF. So, but we are moving closer to attaining that. The second challenge is lower subscriptions and engagement by members. This is evident even in today's meeting. Only 7 attending physically. And then in the world we're 151. So this is a testimony that the member engagements level is still low. And even on the subscription, I mentioned that we only received money from around 46 to 47 members out of 151. So this is one of the challenges we're getting in our leadership. Then the third challenge is chapter performance. I want to confirm that actually Nairobi chapter is the most active of all the chapters, and diaspora, but Kisumu and Mombasa we still have some ground to cover. And I attended the AGM for Nairobi chapter, and I saw the good things they're doing, and I challenged them to share ideas through benchmarking and visiting, or being visited by other chapters. So in conclusion, our first year was not perfect, but it was important. We have learned valuable lessons. We have identified our gaps. We have seen where energy exists, where structures need strengthening, and where the institution must now move from intention to execution. The next phase must be defined by sharper planning, stronger member mobilization, better communication, disciplined financial participation, and visible impact. Tuko pamoja, safari bado inaendelea. Let us remain united, the journey continues. Let us recommit ourselves to the vision of strong, active, accountable, impactful alumni association, one that honors the legacy of Ngere High School and invests boldly in its future. Thank you, and may God bless you all. We require a proposal second of the chairman's speech. Then we go to reactions on the same speech. Thank you, Mr. Messias Repos. Mr. Shinoshe, Emeritus, has seconded. Thank you. So, members, the floor is open for discussion on the chairman's speech. This is where we are going to, I know it takes a little more time because this is where we define our strategies and offer critics.
Thank you, Chair, for that elaborate report, and basically it carries us all. I just want to focus on the one issue, and that's the matters of participation, membership versus the people that participate. And if you look around even in this room, it is like a physical meeting of the EXCOM. I'm not afraid to say so. So, I don't know, but as you rightly observed in your speech, we can't move unless we are together, mbele pamoja. Mr. Chair, also allow me in regards to the same thing to make a proposal, because this is something that I think is also against our constitution. Our constitution, for you to be a member, to be considered as a member, you have to pay subscription, registration fee. Now, on the WhatsApp platform, we have two entities. We have welfare and we have the fully registered. Now, which article anchors the welfare? Because in first place, the people who are in welfare, you are allowed to be welfare even if you don't register, if I'm not wrong. Because upon registration, that you have moved to the other side. I think this also brings about some level of laxity. So my proposal would be, let's have one wall. Before you get to that wall, you be registered first and basically agree to comply with the constitution, which includes subscription. Because if that was to take place, we won't be crying. Because with 151, we'll be taking to bank at least 15,000 every month, translating to close to 150 something per year. And without money, we can't do much. So that's the proposal that I would like to put, because despite the fact that it gives a safe haven for us not to be involved in the school's activities or the alumni activity, because we don't have any. Because, for instance, how do you embed order in the welfare group? Because which constitution do they apply to themselves? Number one, the entry point to the Alumni Association is you be registered, but there you are accorded membership without registration. So my plea is that if we can consider and have only one group And the requirement is that you be registered before getting into that group. Thank you.
Thank you, the man, for your contribution. I think we let's continue receiving the reactions, then we respond to others.
Chair, I want to support the contribution made by the Vice Chair over there. And I want to think that we start by cleaning the register that we have so far. Because what we are having here is our WhatsApp group enrollment. So we train this one. Let us get out what is not necessary, because some people will be having two numbers. Maybe some people, got themselves there, but they're not actually members. Some of may have died, some may have left, whatever may have happened. So I would opine that we clean the register first, so that we work with it. But importantly, let us have membership that is dedicated to the cause of this association, so that we do not have people just benefiting on the welfare front, but not participating in the real and core business of the association as to thank you.
Thank you, Tasha. So it's all about screening membership. Screening members so that we have responsible and duly paid up members being onboarded. We are still on the reactions.
Thank you, Madam Chairman, especially for putting it on record that the new leadership is out to move us from discussion on good intentions into structured action. And I want to thank you sincerely for speaking candidly that we still didn't perform well in the year under review. You said in your report we did not meet our expectations. Now, on that note, Madam Chairman, I want to urge your office to make use of this very first committee, the fundraiser stakeholder engagement committee, to roll the plans out as soon as you can. In fact, if you can do it before June, then I will urge those of us who have internalized the goal of the alumni to begin without looking their sides to check whether people are in it or out. You know, people like joining what is moving. If this committee can help us to roll out our role in the new plan, you named it endowment fund. Yeah, please roll it out. Let us, for us who have internalized why we are here, we just start on a higher note. I want to believe many people want to associate with successful things. It is us, especially the 7 of us and who are here physically, and those who are in this meeting virtually. If we can commit ourselves to participating in this new model, full blast, then other guys will have no reason to remain behind. I know even personally,
Sometimes when people are fundraising and I see people drawing to a conclusion without my name, I feel challenged also to do something. So those of us who are in this meeting today, if we can commit to the chairman and his committee that once our stake is rolled out, we hold that stake and we begin immediately, because the chairman needs our support, really. I overheard somewhere when an official was saying leadership can be discouraging. Yes, it can be. When people are not supporting you, then why are you in the leadership? Yes, and this is the third chairman after the official election of chairman. From interim to the current chairman, we are at the fourth chairman. And you realize for the last 2 financial years, there were no significant activities. So members present here, physically and virtually, I want to request you to participate in this guideline to come. And Bwana Chairman, if you can do it in a month or so time, the better. Roll it out. Let those who are in this association fully do what they can for others to see. And we might not want to do it in a big way. Whatever will come up to the half of the year, let's do something with it so that we keep moving. Thank you. That is my comment on page 1.
Thank you so much, Chair Emeritus, for your worthy and insightful inputs. We'll take a note, and with member support, I know we'll move. We sit on the virtual team. We also expect your reactions kindly. This is the time where we talk about building our alumni.
Alana, continue.
Yes. Hello, you
Alana,
want?
floor is yours. Alana, floor is yours.
Hello, are you getting me?
Yes, we are.
Okay, thank you so much through the chair. And to thank everybody for giving me this chance to also speak, especially concerning the chairman's speech. First of all, I have to congratulate the chairman for the good work he's doing. I'm aware, and everybody else is aware, that it's not very easy. Sometimes the seats might be very hot. So allow me to congratulate him for the good work. Again, I want to congratulate the principal. I'm told he's around, also for the good job he's doing. I wish to make a few comments, especially on the chairman's speech, and specifically on matters activities. Usually and always, people come together for the benefit of themselves and others. And in this case, as Ngere alumni, we have to also focus on activities that benefit us as the alumni and the school. And I heard the speech also mentioned a bit of activities not having been done in the last 2 years. I wish to encourage us, especially the national office and the branch officers. Let us try to focus on the activities that gives back to the school. as far as I'm aware, I know that the main goal is to benefit the school and ourselves also. So if we are not focusing on the activities that give back to the school, then I believe we are doing below average. So I wish to encourage us, when a national chair, through your office, please encourage us also to support you so that we can do activities. And this can only be done if you properly plan for the year, if not financial year. So, having said that, I also mentioned about activities that help us. Throughout the year, we have been collecting funds for those who are bereaved, which is a very good thing for us as alumni members. And I had a speaker comment about being together and membership coming on board. Most people join what is moving, and if you are moving positively, then a lot of people will join. I've come to realize that the membership drives have a bit of laxity, and sometime back we agreed that we will be doing active membership drive so that we onboard a lot of us as much as possible. But I can see this is not really taking effect. I'm not very sure where the weak link is, but I would encourage the office to also look at this so that we see why our members not joining, new members not joining. I believe apart from the bereavements and also coming together when we have issues as members, there are other things that we need to do. And this is one of the duties that the committee should have, to brainstorm around this so that to attract others. Apart from the AGM, why not have a get-together? You know, most people are attracted by pomp and also very good activities, happiness around once in a year. Why not look at such things so that we come together as a community with our friends, and why not our families, so that we sit together, talk, network, and also do something that would encourage others, especially the younger guys who just left the other day, to join us too. I believe they have very good ideas that can add to this. Otherwise, I don't have much to say. Allow me to comment on that for the time being. Just in case I think of any other things on any other agenda, I'll comment. Thank you very much.
Kindly give you, for the purposes of records, give your name.
Oh, I didn't introduce myself. I'm called Henry Kissinger Alala, aka Team Leach. I come from Nyakach and I'm class 93. I left in 1993.
Thank you very much. Going forward, the chairman has stepped out briefly, so the vice chairman will the session on chair. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Secretary. According to the program, do we still have anyone online that would like to react to the chairman's speech? If there is none, I think there's a provision for health break in our record, which was supposed to last for about 15 minutes, but I don't think, bearing time in mind, I don't think it's necessary. We all agree here that we still have glucose, we can still continue. So right away, we are going to get to financial report by the treasurer. Please.
Thank you, Chair. Allow me to take this opportunity, gentlemen, to first and foremost pass my quick recovery wishes to the patron. Patron, if you're online, please know that our God is on our side, so you recovering in Jesus' name. This is going to be the most brief presentation. And I want to be as brief as the shortest verse in the Bible, which says, Jesus wept. Because I've actually been fighting tears around. And the tears are pushed by the performance of this association. In the year under review, I think Jesus wept throughout. Because we are only having two things to say. We have two things to say. That we are not giving a financial statement. And we are keenly saying that we are giving a financial report. We are not giving a financial statement because there is nothing to deal in finances. So the report would give you actually what is in the bank statement in terms of, sorry?
Members, sorry for that interruption. I did know that the treasurer has moved to the next agenda. I had not reacted on the member comments, because I stepped out briefly. So you'd allow me to give my reaction. Then you also have a small report for the welfare, which is part of the next agenda. So members, I've heard your interventions and they're encouraging. We have been challenged, especially on activities. Our members asked that apart from the AGM, we also need to organize bonding sessions. That is a good idea, and it's only that the welfare team are not here. We've been discussing this with them, and we are looking at Nairobi chapter visiting Mombasa for swimming sessions. Watu wa Mombasa wanakuja Kisumu, kukula samaki Dunga, people exchange ideas. So that is the kind of bonding we are looking at. However, it is happening, but at the individual level. I want to confirm that personally I've been hosted by members of the Nairobi chapter, especially in the evenings whenever in Nairobi. When they come down to Mombasa, they give me a call. And we meet. So it starts from smaller levels and goes into bigger levels. But however, this needs serious member intervention, and serious member engagements. People must be committed to such events. I remember when we were doing the LOF, we got some money, but then it was not looking at the people and the numbers that contributed. It was only 200 shillings. Not everybody contributed. So this one also discourages the office. It kills our heart, because we say when we start a project, we need to pick up. If now project the buyer LOF will not work out successfully, how do you talk of bonding? So we want to see it start at a lower level and migrate into a bigger level. On the serious activity, we admit this year 2026 there must be a turning point. Apparently, currently we are looking at Ngere at 60. We want to strengthen the committee so that before the exams begin, we shall have attained it. I've seen the patron who said something. He's really committed to that. Ngere at 60, and he told me already he has a chief guest who is a commissioner at the TC. We expect to get some fruits, low-hanging fruits from this commissioner when he comes as a chief guest. And also, he wants to contest. He has a political ambitions. So this is the time to get the benefits from them. So this year we must do something. We must start with the school and bond with the school community as well as our members. There will be no formal general meeting like this one. So we take a note of that. The members have also talked of the wall, the general wall, the welfare wall. Actually, the welfare wall was like a reception wall. It was a wall where you step in, you pay your money, and you move to a higher wall. I remember at some point I gave instructions to the admins. What we are doing now, before you join, you pay the 200 shillings. So I think this is where members are not, I don't know, they're hesitant, but it helps us. If your name is sent to me, I'll send you a message, please pay 200 to this account, they send me the message, and we'll admit you. So if you don't pay, we don't admit you. The challenge is the members who joined Pale Mwanzo Mwanzo, and they've refused to move. So we are looking at this level 1 wall, because it needs to be screened. So as executive committee, let's ban the midnight oil on how to manage the level 1 wall. Do we scrap it out completely, or what do we do? Or we form another interim wall, but as ESCOM, you have given us the leeway and the approval. We'll think about it so that we don't have joyriders in the alumni. So I also in my speech I talked about engaging cohorts. I've realized that cohorts, there's so many cohorts around, but they're not in the bigger, they're not in the main Ngere alumni, but they operate under maybe the year 205, year 2001, year 1998. We are already in the process of getting their chairpersons, and talking with them, tell them they need to work as one community. So we expect also this to take this as a project, as part of bringing members together. Thank you, and we'll take a note of the interventions. Just before I close, the welfare report. The welfare is like semi-autonomous, so we asked them to prepare a separate report, but under the chairman. So just in brief, the current officials for welfare, we have CPA Ken Aika is the chair, Edward Obiri is the secretary, Tom Opole is the treasurer, we have Silas Adan as a member, and George Awad as a member. They reported 3 bereavements. Leonard Duka lost his mother. He received 65,300 from 93 members. Joseph Oron lost his mother. He received 60,660 from 79 members. Dr. Ezekiel Nyangi lost his mother. He received 64,950 from 71 members. So you can see that on the 3 cases, the numbers oscillate from 71 to 93. And I think this 93 is the highest number we registered in the recent years for Leonard Duka. So apparently for welfare budgeting, for welfare purposes, we can talk of 100 members, active members here. So they also have their proposals. One, they want to open a separate welfare ward for dedicated members. They want to open a separate welfare ward. So it means they'll move these 93 members into a ward for people who are active. Then the one ward will remain as a study or a shell. They're also saying only fully registered members should be eligible to join the welfare upon payment of an agreed registration fee of between 200 and 500, and as may be decided by the committee. No member should be permitted to post a funeral contribution link on any of the alumni walls. No member should be permitted to post a funeral contribution link. This is a proposal from them. They want it to, when you have a case, you go to their office, then it's them to advise members that so and so has lost a relative. Not you waking up one day and sending the link. A member did it early this year, to the extent of really posting the coffin on the main one, the mother's coffin. That was a bit dangerous. Then they're saying any member who fails to contribute in 2 consecutive occasions will be treated as a new member once he starts contributing. So they're saying if you miss 2 contributions consecutively, you will be taken back to probation. Then they also sent adoption proposed Ngere alumni was up, rules. I saw them on the wall, so members will be read them at their own time. The challenges they faced in the year was non-compliant members. Posting funeral was up links on the general wall. So if a member is non-compliant, he's sending a link, he's getting more money than members who are compliant. Slow collection of bereavement contributions, then lack of WhatsApp rules and regulations, the proposed one, then member activity. So this is the report that the Welfare Committee prepared for the meeting. I think that one doesn't need much discussion because we'll cover it under the main speech. So I give this chance to the treasurer to read his speech under the financial report.
Thank you, Chair, again.
When you say yes, maybe we get only 2 comments most of the time. I think
I propose that we adopt so that it becomes a record of this meeting. Those are matters of protocol.
Thank you. So the welfare report has been adopted. So you have an action, Emeritus Chair.
Reading something on people being taken for probation. Where is it?
That is
Proportion.
item number, proposals number five.
In 2 consecutive occasions, will be treated as new member. Okay. Well, Chairman, I want to say 2 consecutive occasions should be very short, especially those who have been here since initiation. If this committee could consider making it longer than this, it would be firm but fairer to people. You know, yeah. Two consecutive contributions to me would be too short for a chairman. Please ask them to consider making it longer.
Thank you, member. I want to say it this way. These are proposals from the Welfare Committee, and in my main speech, I say they are planning a town hall meeting. So I want to say that these matters will be discussed and deliberated during the town hall meeting, the proposals. So there's no need for them to be discussed in detail. Yes, thank you. Yeah. So I will give the treasurer this opportunity to take us through the last one.
Thank you, Chair. While you're away, we have actually started presenting the report and said to membership that the report is as short as the shortest verse in the Bible. I wanted to present to the membership the overview of our performance, which is covering the period between January 2025 to December 2025. So what we are doing here is covering the year 2025 January to December. And we are saying that we can only be able to give you what we received in cash and perhaps what we expended. In that report, we are saying that we recorded an inflow of 71,000 compared to the previous year, 2024, where we received a total of 105,700. Largely, that amount in receipt came from admission fees and members' contributions, where we had 1,200 in admission fee, meaning we had 6 people contributing 200 each. Current subscriptions, the subscriptions in the year came to 51,100, and some 3,700 which we received as subscriptions in advance, meaning people have paid for subscriptions for the year beyond 2025. So that gets us to a total of 71,000 if we add to some contribution we got in terms of support for the AGM or SGM, which was 15,000 from our honorable patron. I want to report here again that in that year, one of us, who is the chaplain of the school, Dr. Ezekiel Ngere, donated again a projector worth 29,000 to the school. That did not come in cash, but I think it would be important that we recognize that an alumni did something that is touching on the school. I think that is worth appreciating in a club. Diaspora, guys, are you clapping? Let's appreciate and applaud Ngere for the secretary. So coming to the expenditure of out of what we received, we have an outflow of 61,000 and 76, meaning 76 bob is what the bank charges came to, and we spent 46,000, not 46, 46,000 plus 15,000. That came from the 15,000 came from the patron. Then we had some money earlier, some 17,000 cash in hand, and then we withdrew, was it 26 to 29,000 from the bank. So only 29,000 was withdrawn from the bank in the year under review, giving our total expenditure to be standing at 61,076. If you look at it, then we are remaining with 78,192 in the bank as at December 2025. I think that is what we have in this report for now, and we just want to encourage that we step, riding on the chairman's speech again and what the secretary said. We need to step up our remittances for subscriptions. Please let us be a little more serious, so that as membership is realizing that people will be attracted to something that is really moving. And it is us to move this. It takes us to move it. Just emphasizing, be part of this thing, so that it makes sense to all of us. As it was being said, yes, if the 151 of us are real members, then we'll be having like 181,200 in contributions per year. I mean, with that we can do something. And again, there was Olala or someone who emphasized on the core business of this association. Why did we have to come together? To me, it is about giving back to Ngere as a school. Giving back to Ngere as a school is why we are calling ourselves an association of alumni. So let us serve the purpose. Let us serve the purpose and let us wake up to the call. Chair, I think with that, we have attached the supporting documents including bank statements that will give a breakdown of how we have performed in terms of these contributions. I thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, before you continue, there was a raised hand, Mr. Waga from Kajela. Thank you.
That is noted. I want to ask for adoption of the treasury report before we react on it. This covers both virtual and physically present. Adoption of the report. Who is proposing seconding? Tom Nyamke is proposing. Who is seconding? The treasurer report. Oh, no, you're the officer. Seconding. Thank you. Just thank you, just now. Members, you've heard the treasurer's report. It is also on the wall. Let us have discussions around it and to see how, where the rain started beating us and what we can do to move out of the rain. Yes. Well, the carpenter, kindly take the floor.
Yes, Mr. Chair. First and foremost, let me first of all thank the leadership of Ngere Alumni, you as the chairman and your committee. You have done a very great job for the shortest time being in that office. Secondly, let me say my apology to the patron of the group and a quick recovery. I just have some few remarks to make, if you may allow me, concerning the welfare issue. Welfare has been a burden to most of us, the way it is being guided. Because you get that we have the fully paid being run as the alumni itself, then we have welfare. Welfare, I normally call it a joyriders welfare. We have many people who are not even concerned about everything. When a member has a problem, they don't contribute. When we do things back to school, they don't join us. To my adoption, I want this issue of welfare to be abolished so that we have a fully paid registered members. We abolish mambo ya joyriding and joyriders. They don't contribute, they don't do anything apart from bring in politics and siasa whenever a problem arises. And on the issue of probation, I may adopt it. When amekuja na probation, it is a good thought, and it will help us, because sioni vile nikapata shida leo, you ignore. The following day nimepata shida, you ignore. And when you have a problem, you want my contribution to come to your kitty. So we have to, I'm seeing something in it. Probation must be there. You don't stand with others, we take you out of the welfare. We assist others, we also assist you. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Captain. Thanks, Captain, for your good advice. We've heard you. Thank you, Captain. We've heard you well. Yeah. Wanda, sorry. sorry. We've heard you well and taken note of your input. They will be deliberated more by the welfare committee before they bring a fine-tuned report on the town hall meeting. So we are on the finance report. Let us get the member interventions. Yes.
Mr. Chair,
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, there's a raised hand. Mr. Chair, there's a raised hand.
We have somebody on the floor. Let Nema finish, then we'll get back to the member.
Okay, thank you, Chair. I agree with the treasurer that this is John 11:35 kind of a report. It's worth weeping or crying over. Chair, I think we can't make any meaningful progress without finances. And we can't plan with what we don't have. And again, we can't plan based on hope that we are going to have. I think we need to have a solid ground first of all. For instance, if you want to go out for somebody to support you, and then they ask you, what do you have to offer? And if somebody asks you for your bank statements, and then you present things that do not really reflect what a strong association should be. My suggestion would be that going forward, perhaps in the next AGM, that over the years we monitor how these accounts are going to perform, but I think it is high time we consider raising the subscription. I know it will be said that if we can't get to contribute 100, what will happen if we take it to 200 or 300 or anything? But I think it is high time, even the women group that we have in the village, I stay in the village, they are doing better than we are doing, for a fact. So, much as is also part of the agenda today, I think that we should consider that in the next AGM, to come up with a modest figure. First of all, we ensure that whatever we have currently is implemented, but then consider raising this from 100 every month to something that can really make that kitty to achieve something meaningful. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. You were proposing that we vary the subscriptions amount to a managing figure. Currently is 100 shillings per month. That is 1,200 per year. We feel this is even considering the economy, this is the lowest we can go. We will just see how we model it as ESCOM. We see which one can members easily adopt. So as we go along. Yeah, now the member on, who want to talk virtually, can you take the floor?
Good afternoon, gentlemen. This is Ogura Martin. I want to thank the treasurer for that report. Though I got it halfway, but the most important thing is the fact that he has every document that has been missing in the past. I really congratulate him for that. Now, another thing, what has also happened today? Chairman, I want to thank you for for leading the team to this noble direction. I think that with this one, when I know that I give 100 shillings per month, and that 100 shillings per month is reported, and also it has kind of catered for this AGM. These are some of the things that are encouraging, and I'm certain that with this turn of events, people will see the need of these 100 shillings per month and pay without being coerced. What I suggest should now be done, as things, everything is tabled or open, is tabled open. Well, let's try from, I take this back to chapters to promote vigorously the monthly contributions, so that people should see that whatever we are giving out, whatever I have given out, is not lying anywhere without doing anything. But at the end of it all, its purpose is achieved. I want to congratulate the team that made this team pressure on. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Unfortunately, we didn't get your name well. Could you kindly? Oh, Martin Ogura.
Yeah, this is Martin Ogura.
Oh, sauti imekuwa chini sana leo. So thank you, Martin.
Imekuwa chini sana leo, chairman.
Yeah, it's all about accountability and transparency. All our subscriptions are paid through bank. We never lose it. Then we request, because of the way the statement appears, you see it on the wall. Now, because of data protection, the names don't appear. So we request, if your name doesn't appear and only the telephone number appears, the treasurer has to go to M-Pesa and try to send money to know the full names. And M-Pesa rules, if you attempt 5 times, you are blocked. So if you pay, kindly just send the message to him. We want to upgrade on the banking system so that he will be getting alerts. Once we finish, we clear the challenge of with the registered societies. He'll be getting alerts. Reporting will be faster. Because currently now we have to test the name. We don't, Truquaras also don't show the real names. You have to test with the person. Then if you try 5 times, we lock you out. Thank you. Any further reactions? Banuchimuchia?
Ochieng Joseph is my name. Thank you, Bwana Treasurer, for giving us a way forward on how mobile phone numbers are going to be linked with the account, the telephone number holders. You see, I was looking at your attachment, the iBank account statement, and on page 2, there is a Jose. I'm concerned about Jose because my name in short form is Jose also. On page 3 there is Jose, and on the last page there is Jose. You said in the report that you're going to liaise with the Treasury, but I want to think this is something to be done with the bank also. And I want to volunteer that I work with you, because they may say, you are our treasurer, yes, but before the formalization of change of signatories, we need to get from them how it is going to work for you, so that a payment is done, just like in schools. You do a payment and the bursar can see This is towards admission number one. So as you work about on codes, I want to volunteer to go and inquire from the bank how they are going to assist us, because this does not need all that time for change of signatories. We need it like yesterday. And it is a debate we even had last year. So I just wanted to say here in the meeting that I'm volunteering to give you an insight by way of approaching the bank to give us the way we can do it. Yeah. So yours, as the office Bwana Chairman, is to do the codes. For those whom you have identified, like I can see in this report, I saw, let me work with number 36. This is already something in place, we can use it. That Ochieng Joseph is number 36. So we just call it and we know number 36, whether we are going to use numbers or whether we are going to use telephone numbers, but there has to be a way we are linking the telephone number, and then we want to ask members to stick to that one number so that contributors can be identified very easily. So because we are talking about actions, Bwana Chairman, this I will do by end of May. I will give you my report from the bank, how they can assist us, and please just do a trial for us to see, so that the next update comes with the codes. Thank you, Bwana Chairman.
Thank you very much, Chair Emeritus. We continue thanking you. Today is like we passed through the church, because your heart is really warm. You are out to support us in totality, and we appreciate that. So you have stated that by end of May, between now and end of May, you will assist us in identifying the platform where you can get the details of the member who pays without going through the bank statements. That is a welcome idea. It also embraces technology, and with me and the treasurer, the ESCOM, will work together on that, because we want to give members value for money. When you pay, you get that appreciation, you get the message that your money is safe. Thank you. We sit on reactions for the treasurer report. Or if there's no other reaction, we close the reactions of the treasury report. I just wanted to read what a small comment for comments we. Okay, it's not on the agenda, but before it will be, we will get. Yes. So the patron actually, what he has said is on the word is keen, and we discussed that yesterday with him. He's keen on the Ngere of 60, and he's saying is identifying a lot of support system. That commission is just one of them. So he wants us not to let it down. We do our bit, we prepare the agenda, prepare the program well, because then those people will come with funds. So we need to identify in the committee, through the committee, what we want to do, and then possibly a date. So I urge the chair of Ngere 16, Dr. Let's work together to fine-tune this. We now finished the AGM, which was taking part of our time. The next agenda on the table should be the Ngere 60 celebrations. It is the only bonding session that we could have in the year. So that is what the patron has committed. He has a lot of friends whom he's following. That is equally do our part to the best of our resources. So I'll give this chance to our invited guest, Modim, to say a word before we go to the altar.
Thank you, Chair. Allow me to write on the already established protocol. I'm Moses Omombe, serving as the Deputy Principal in charge of administration. We are to represent the Chief Principal, Mr. Nixon Owino. Allow me first to send my pollen to our patron, Honorable Eric O'Kay, and wish him the quickest recovery. My prayers are with you, patron. Members of the great alumni of Ngere High School, allow me to give you a brief status of the school as at now. Currently we have a student population of 875, and we only have 3 cohorts in school, that's grade 10. As at now, there are 320 students, but we are still admitting. As late as last week, this week on Wednesday, I issued a joining letter to a boy who wished to join Ngere from the Wani boys in grade 10, and many more may come. We have roughly 271 candidates this year. For grade 10, we offer all the 3 pathways. That's STEM, social sciences, sports and arts. Now in STEM we offer the 3 basic, or the 4 basic STEM subjects that is mathematics, biology, physics and chemistry. And then we have the technical subjects, agriculture, electricity, building and construction, computer studies, and the technical business studies is also in the technical pathway. We are still struggling to offer music and dance because of lack of staff, and maybe home science. We have a teacher of home science, but does not have the necessary experience to handle the subject, and therefore is uneasy in rolling out the subject, because at secondary level we need to do home science, only need home science at the university level. So it is very technical for him to handle the technical parts like clothes and textile and maybe food production. That needs physical touch, hands-on knowledge and experience to deliver in class. We are offering, as of now, we have fully equipped electricity workshop through the Board of Management under the leadership of Professor Samuel Okuro and the Chief Principal. We've been able to get a teacher from Kisumu Polytechnic who's taking the boys through electricity. We've also been able to get a teacher who was diploma in building and construction, handling the grade 10 boys who are doing building and construction. We've also hired a teacher of computer studies, though does not have the experience of handling candidates. Due to that, we've contacted the services of Mr. Kone that was transferred to 70 TTC. So it's back assisting the teacher who's handling computer studies. So as we talk, we have a teaching staff of 40 teachers, a non-teaching staff of 21, and we expect 15 teachers of teaching practice as from Monday. In terms of infrastructure, the cabros is now complete from the gate in the administration block. So when you come back to Ngere, you'll have a smooth walk or ride from the gate to the administration block. We've done tiling of the dining hall and the two laboratories, the old laboratories, at 1 and 2. We've also repaired the roofs of 3 dormitories. That is Aya, those of us who are in Aya, Oukomamo, the roofs have been repaired. We also repaired the roofs of some classes, originally from 1 north, from 1 south. The names could have changed. We also had 1 central and 1 west. So those roofs from just after the library, from language department, that roof after the library to the dormitories have been repaired. I think they were repaired in this financial year, just before KCSE 2025. Then we also had 4 roofs of teachers' houses repaired. What used to be Nalgunga dormitory is now housing teachers. So the roof has been repaired. We also have the second teachers' house from the gate, now occupied by the Director of Studies, Mr. George, has been repaired. Then along that line, I think it is the 5th house, we call it Unga House, has also been repaired. So we talked about building and construction. We are building a workshop that we expect to be in use for practicals by 2nd term of this year. We have our KCSE target as 8.7, having achieved 8.583 last year. So this is what we are working on, and we want to appreciate your support. There's also bread that the alumni contributed last year for the candidates, worked a lot to motivate them. Actually, they had 5 days of getting their quotas from the loaf of bread that was you gave to them. Allow me on behalf of the last year's candidates to say thank you, and on behalf of the school. We also appreciate, let me put it on record that we received a projector from Dr. Inyangia at his new news. We appreciate very much. I want to also appreciate the alumni because of the water project courtesy of the patron. But we have these days, we have water 24/7. There's no day that we've ever lacked water in school. And this one has enhanced discipline a lot. And IG. Moving forward, let me assure members of this great association that as a school management will fully support you and cooperate with you. We are looking forward to meaningful engagement, close association and cooperation, to the extent of even adding alumni office in school for coordination. We'll cooperate with you fully in terms of celebration of Ngere at 60. We intend to have AGM for the parents this term. The date is yet to be confirmed. But once the senior management team and the BIM have authorized the date and the date and the date, I'll get in touch with the chairman to inform you of the day for AGM. We welcome you back to Ngere at any time. Welcome you to bring your sons and relatives together so that we may be part of their future. Maybe, if you allow me, because my experience since I joined Ngere as member of staff is that the old boys really love their school. And I meet many of the old boys who come to Ngere to bring their sons or their relatives. And maybe my office could, in conjunction with the EXCOM, work to enroll more members into the alumni. Like this year, was last year, I think, we met one who is air traffic controller, Jacob Miniga. He is now based, he was at Kisumu, is now based in Mombasa. We discussed with him and think he's willing to join. So maybe from here, after this session, we'll be having that bonding session, I'll share with the chair his contacts so that he can be roped in. I believe this would be very supportive to the activities of the alumni. Otherwise, with those many remarks, allow me to say thank you. May God bless you. May God take the Alumni Association to greater heights. Let me say that this alumni is a great idea. Apart from giving back to school, I know of alumni that also work from the network as opportunities for relatives and even members of the alumni in terms of employment and opportunities, job opportunities. So, thank you very much. May God bless you. Back to the chair.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mwalimu, for the information and the advice you've shared with us. We are happy to see that the school is doing well. In terms of both academics and infrastructure, we want to be part of the success. We want to be part of the transformation of the school and feel proud wherever we are. So we work together. You were given us a good message that we have advantage in terms of admission. We have slots. So members of the alumni, Mwalimu amesema, there's slots for your children. Let them perform well in class 8. I don't know how it's called nowadays. Capse. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Then they get admitted together. Yeah. Yeah. So thank you so much, Mwalimu. We are moving to AOB, and in the interest of time. Emergency.
I usually want to come to the school.
Oh.
And because I'm so excited. Again, I'm so excited with the school, not because I'm sitting next to the school, but because it has come to my ear that we have upper hand in admission of students, and that the school is thinking of giving us an office, and in that office probably we'll be able to coordinate admission of new members, You know they have those records and even telephone contacts. So connecting them to the alumni would be easy in that office. I want to put one request to the school. We did it, and I want to repeat it. We did it when I was in the office, in the boardroom meeting, that you create for us 2 spaces in the board for us to nominate our 2 guys to sit in that BOM, so that we feel a sense of belonging. Not your own way of appointing. Whether we are going to meet all of us in that BOM, I don't mind. But ones who are appointed in an AGM like this, and we know those are our representatives. Yes, whether you are sitting with 10 other old boys, that one is the way you do it up there. But our nominees. So please place that request during the upcoming AGM, and if possible, allow some of us just to come as friends of the school. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. My brother and senior, Chairman Emeritus, I'll take this one back to the chief principal to guide. The challenge is that nowadays the composition of the school boards is in the Basic Education Act. And the Basic Education Act has not given any chance for members of the alumni. So it comes to the selection committee in terms of interests. So this is something that I'll take to the chief principal. And maybe in the last board, Phil was a member, but not as an alumni. Yes. So maybe when it comes to what you call co-option, yeah. So maybe that's something that I'll take to the member, because I sit in the board as the secretary. When I'm given a chance, I'll take this one, so that they may think if you can second somebody to the board in terms of co-option. Thank you. Now that I think one member, we lost one member in Felix. Yeah, we lost one member of the board in Felix. So I'll take this one to the board and the chief principal for consideration. Thank you.
Thank you. That we yes, Nyauke.
Members present and those online, I'm blessed this afternoon to address this gathering. My name is Brazil, for those who can remember that. The deputy principal, I have a concern. When we were there last year, a time like this, I'm a member of Form 4 North, class 91. My concern was to see the state of our class. But when I looked over, I saw the class is very deserted. It's as if there is no business going on. That's the structure behind the laboratory on Form North. The roofing is not that pleasing, but I forgot to ask about that class, whether it's still in use or it is out of school. I would like, if possible, you clarify on that, because the Form 4 North members, we called ourselves True North. And if it's a matter of paint, we can bring some paints and we paint that class. And let us say something that is still pleasing to this moment, because that's the only thing when we go to Ngere, it touches our heart most. So, is that class still in use? Thank you.
Thank you, Brazil. To the chair and members of the alumni, both present physically and online. The Form 4 class is in use. I think the challenge with the roofing is because of the tree just between the laboratory and the class. The leaves that drop on the roof. So we tried to trim it. The class was painted at the beginning of this year, a little before KCC. Even before KCC, it was painted. So the class is in use, and actually it is from 4 North. I don't know if they were agreed. We have from 4 North, then from 4 West.
Yeah.
Defined.
Yeah.
So they are in use. And the other one is from 4 West, then from 4 North, then we come to from 4 East, next to the administration. Then after the administration, we have from 4 South, then from 4 Central. We have 5 streams, all in use. Thank you.
Thank you for that clarification, Malim. It's good that you have the question. You were touched by the state of your class, right? So that shows keen interest, and we love it. Yeah. So those are some of the structures we are thinking of doing, also for the school as part of our support. Gentlemen, we are at 26 minutes past 3. We are going for AOB, and I want to restrict, if you allow me, the AOB to 10 minutes, so that we close at 20 minutes to 4. By that, we shall have taken 2 hours. Yeah, the meeting has taken only 2 hours. So if you could have started at 10 o'clock, by noon could be done. So we request that we do take only 10 minutes to allow members who are maybe traveling far to organize themselves. We are now at AOB. Members of diaspora, Vincent, you can now, members who are virtual, you can let us know who wants to do AOB. The floor is open.
Hello, virtual people. Is there any person with the AOB? Mr. Waka and the rest. If you have AOB, you can raise your hands. The floor is open. Thank you. Dr. Yaron, the floor is open for AOB.
AOB for physical?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'm Vincent Kalom, former Easterner and former Mighty Delayoke. I've got one AOB. In the previous week, we held CUSIP's assistance to the former Form 4s. And as at yesterday, the majority that joined haven't even made a follow-up with the mentor CPA Francis Ochum. It's so unfair that some beneficiaries from other schools are making follow-ups. We are currently remaining with less than 12 days for the closure of the CUSIP's cotton, And as of now, we don't know the status if the former students of Ngere have already registered or applied. The people making follow-ups are those students that joined from other schools in our assistance forum. So, as the organizers, we are disturbed whether the students they don't access internet or the communications we have lost. So the status we are disturbed. We love to know from the administration if they are confirmed with the students, if so far they are registered, because when I talked to CPA Francis yesterday, he was willing and ready to assist them register for the courses portal, but none is making a follow-up. Sasa hatujui kama ni hela ya kufuatilia ndio hawana internet ama they are sorted. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you so much. Maybe Mwalimu is here and is listening. If there's a way he can reach out to the students, he will assist. Any other business? Nobody has raised his hand outside the other side, Deputy SG.
So far, no reasons.
Hello.
Okay, sir. Go on, Mr. Richard. Richard, the floor is open. Unmute kindly, Richard. Unmute to speak.
Yes, I just want to thank you, Mr. Chair, function of today. I've been following up, though I'm just around, I got some problems at home. So I think we are on the good track, and I thank you people for making it work for us. Yeah.
Thank you, Kisumu chapter official. We'll take a note of that. We are still here in Kisumu. You can see us even after your engagements.
Okay. A resident is there. There's a resident. Karibu Mr. Kwaga.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. You guys have done a very great job since I've been following you, since I started following you in the morning or in the early hours. I know now you are tired and you need some refreshment from us who are away from the meeting. My concern is non-registered organizations calling themselves Ngere Alumni. The other day I was at home in a funeral, and they came out in big numbers calling themselves Ngere Alumni, and they have their own national chairman. How can we do about it? Because we are duly registered alumni members, and yet there are others calling themselves Ngere alumni members, and they are claiming to be the official and original alumni of Ngere. How do we work with the school or the school administration so that we curb this kind of characters or incoming characters? I call it incoming characters because it's like some people are taking advantage of us to gain approach from the school or from other leaders or from other members who are willing to join the registered alumni. As the chair, how do you work with the school administration so that we curb this kind of in becoming character? Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Wanda. That is serious information, and we are getting it for the first time. I know from the school, they only form as one body. So those ones could be welfare. But then what I'll do, even tomorrow, I will do a search under the registered societies to see if there's any other registered group, which I don't think, the register cannot register two similar names. Especially when there's no objection, but I'll check. Those ones could just be welfare based. Yes.
I think the issue that Mr. Wabe was bringing up is very genuine, but again, you remember even before us registering this alumni, there were groups, there were cohorts of different years that were already in existence, and they were well organized, and they have even their own welfare. And we even tried to bring them on board so that they could be part of us. But seemingly it has not been easy. So what I don't know is whether they are registered in the name of Ngere High School or they are just registered as friends of specific years, and most of the year 2006, 2005. They call themselves the Sons of Above. So I don't know whether they are just registered as a group of friends who are working together, because again, they are very, very well organized, and in case of maybe a member of them passes away, they always provide everything, be it everything to do with that funeral, be it the casket, be it the budget, everything. So we can find out if they are not registered, or if they are registered in a name that is not Ngere, then I think we can't have any problem with them.
Thank you. The point is noted, and we're meeting it. We'll follow up as a stop to see whether there's conflict of interest between that group and our group. But apparently, I don't think they have the school's infrastructure in mind. They're only welfare based. But that's not a debate for discussion now. We follow up as an office. Yes, Mr. Shimichi.
Thank you, Ching, again. I've been here as Secretary General and as Chairman. So part of the intelligence that I have is that we have a lot of people outside here who thrive on conflict. Even some of us here are in those groups, and they tear us apart. There is a time I was chairing an EXCO meeting, and I was forced to tell off one of us that he should stop praising those parallel groups so much in a meeting, to the extent that he forgets our role in the legal entity which is sitting here today. On this matter, Bwana Chairman, we had earlier proposed in a boardroom, and I'm still proposing. Probably this is where the alumni office in school will assist us so much, that the secretariat screens who is a legitimate member, and a register is maintained, so that even in school, we've got a file. Anybody who wants to know who is a registered member of the alumni can go to that file. Before we are put in a lot of legal tussles, these people are tearing us apart. Some of us are even with us here as spies. And they are really keen on what the mainstream is discussing, so that they go and implement it there. During my tenure as chairman, I challenged each one of us to bring those people here. We even tried to trace their chairman, and they were very cunning to us. So you said here, earlier that you are going to trace them. I know they are about boasting that they are doing better than the mainstream alumni. So what we can do as a precaution is to avoid legal tussles by way of maintaining our register, which is even known to the school. And through that coding, even the principal will be able to know that alumni is alumni code number what. Thank you. That is reacting on that matter. My own LB are two. One regards what Waga has been commenting all through, whether I was Secretary General, whether I was Chairman, whether I'm an ordinary member, sorry, for like today, is that we look at our personal welfare alongside the welfare of our colleagues in school, the young boys. Students of psychology know very well that each person, each individual has elements of psychological issues that are with us, even right here. The id, that desire to get immediate pleasure in everything that you do. You want to get immediate pleasure. Even sitting here that you are a former chairman, should give you pleasure that you are here. That id cannot be avoided because it is intrinsic. Nobody plants it in you. We also know that each one of us has their ego. Yes. The sense of self-importance. They want to be seen as important. And the superego actually measuring to the social standards. Yes? So, because this is something we cannot avoid, it is inevitable, we therefore cannot transact this business without an implicit agenda on our welfare. We proposed it in our boardroom, and I want to implore on you, Bwana Chairman, and the new team, that as you deliberate on matters, Ngere alumni, please also try to find some investment plan that will be giving us money annually. Once we are here, we don't just come and consume our monthly contributions in the name of hosting the AGM, but we also carry something home. Even if it is just a trophy for the patron, for example, yeah, so that pleasure is created in each one of us. As I walk home from here, I should be carrying a bag, Ngere alumni, probably with a trophy or some good letter, well addressed. So, this investment plan, please, I beg the sitting office to think about it seriously, because this is what pulls people together. The Tatameti that work has been saying is the Ubuntu principle. I am because we are. So if you are being chairman, can give me a dividend of 200 shillings, and I would always want to say, with you.
Well, mute.
So, number two, AOB number two, that I want to put across by my chairman, is that you remember our strategic plan stalled at some point. If you can revisit it, because as somebody is saying here in additionally, that each organizations or states or movements are run with some element of politics, state of affairs, or affairs state. We need to really work on a plan that guides everybody on what should come on which particular time of the year or a period, so that we people appear organized. Without this, even 10 years can go without any activity, I'm telling you, because the rhetorics that we have here will not allow you to pinpoint what project must be done. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. I want to close the AOB agenda, but I want to acknowledge the presence of our two members who have joined. You can just introduce yourself for us to know you.
I'm Elijah Osango, alumni of Ngere, 2011 Richard.
Richard, we know you.
Yes,
Can we listen?
yeah.
Now, on the closing remark, I want to say, first of all, I want to thank
Hello. Okay, I'm Richard Omondi, a class of 2011. I'm glad to be part of this meeting. I've been following up online. We got some challenges on our way coming. Thank you.
welcome. So you are both online and virtual.
Yeah.
So I want to thank everyone who took his time to be in the meeting, both physically, either physically or virtually, because you made a sacrifice. You've left to put off your personal activities to be engaged in our AGM, and that is a token of commitment. I thank you so much. I understand that the EXCOM decided to, we are on a path where we devolve the venues for the AGM. So the first one was this time the Kisumu chapter was the host chapter, and they were challenged to bring in as many members as possible. I don't know what happened somewhere along the line. We expected, we were working with 40 people. Our budget was for 40 members to attend. But now that is a challenge for Kisumu chapter, so we've seen what happened. Next year, possibly, God willing, we'll have our AGM in Nairobi, because Nairobi chapter also has it. We want them to have a feel of the alumni. Then after the next year, the third year, we go to Mombasa. Yes. And then another thing I wanted to state, AOBs, in the next meetings, AOBs, we'll put a system where AOBs should be received at least 2 days before the AGM, so that we manage time. We don't bring new ones on the floor. We only read those that have been submitted within 2 days. Otherwise, I don't have any more to say. It is 3:15. We've tried, and the meeting itself has taken slightly under 3 hours. So I want to ask a member to volunteer in closing prayers. After this, we are going for lunch. After lunch, now this is now the benefits, those who come physically, we have networking and refreshments. Whether we're virtual, poleni. Patuko pamoja. Thank you. So who will assist us in closing prayers? Yes, Nyabi.
Okay, far we've come is God. We want to thank Him for who He is. Father, in the mighty name of Jesus, once again we come before you this afternoon. We thank you, we appreciate you for everything that you've done in our lives. Without you, we are nothing. We owe ourselves. Everything that is in our possessions belongs to you. And that's why we acknowledge that, Lord, it is you who made us who we are. I want to thank you, Father, for this alumni and the new shape it's taking. We don't take anything for granted. You've given the leaders the grace. You've been guiding them. What the chairman has been doing is not easy, save for your grace. I want to thank you and appreciate you for the school. My time in Ngere, it was unbearable. But now we can go to Ngere and we rejoice. Lord, it's not because of good administration, but it's because, God, you hear the prayer of your people. We've been praying for that school to change. Father, you brought change. And that's why, Lord, as we come before you this evening, we want to pray that, Lord, you do much more for our boys. Even for those who left last year and in the previous years, who are still young and they are pursuing new things in life. Father, you are the guide, you are the provider. They are in need. They are going into new institutions. Father, prepare room for them and let them be responsible young men in this society. I thank you, Lord, for my brothers who are outside this country. I want to pray, Lord, it's not easy to be in the outside world there. Lord, as it is said that east always home is best, I pray that, Lord, you will give them the grace. Even as they live, they work outside there, Lord, they see your hand at work in their lives, oh God. Father, we come to the end of this meeting. I pray thee that Jehovah God, you continue to guide us, you continue to protect us. All the plans that we have, Bible says that we commit our plans unto you, and it is you who will bring them to pass. Lord, I pray that let us not be here in vain, but let it be fruitful that come the next AGM, we can rejoice and be glad in you. I thank you and I bless your good holy name. In the name of Jesus I pray and I believe. Hallelujah.
Amen.
So the next the next level,
Mr. Chair.
Yes. We invite, yes.
Sasa mimi mkenda kukula, sasa sisi tunaenda wapi?
We have enough food. We have a lot of food here which can sustain you for 3 days. Yes, sir. Just imagine what the budget our report. Now banana figure at 20. Hapa ni tume na kuria.